Welcome to highlights of stage 4 of the Vuelta A Espana from Susa to Voiron. 206.7 kilometres, and believe it or not, we're actually still in Italy, heading over to France, and it was all smiles. On the start line, Alessandro Veri in the polka dots, Mads Pedersen eyeing his first win in the race, and all smiles from yesterday's winner, David Gaudu, and the man in red, Jonas Vingegaard, leading this race, heading on to French soil. Well, this is the profile, a stage distinctly of two halves, 206 Ks, all the climbs front-loaded, just under 3,000 metres of elevation, and as you can see, a third, 2 seconds, then a drop down into the valley, a little kicker before the run into the line in Voiron. So, a fast start expected, a tailwind for the vast majority of the way, and a breakaway formed over the first climb of the day. It was Sean Quinnevief, Joel Nicolau of Carural, Louis Viveka of Soudal, Mario Aparicio of Burgos, and Camille Bonio of Intermarché. And it was Nicolau who took the points over the climbs and ended up in the polka dot jersey at the end of the day. Sean Quinn taking the final points. And as we passed through the day, there were some most magnificent sights. After the lead topped out at 3 minutes, it was soon eroded away by the massed ranks on the front of the Lidl Trek squad, who were joined a little bit later on by a couple of other teams. But Jonas Vingegaard, again looking remarkably relaxed and smiley. It seems that every day we get a kiss from Jonas. With around 91 kilometres to go, the tenure at the front of the race of the breakaway was over. But that didn't mean the racing wasn't over. There was a counter-attack by Sinué Fernandez, a man who'd already been in the breakaway, and he opened up a lead of about 45 seconds as everybody else in the peloton, including Victor Campenaerts, tried to keep as cool as possible. Heading into the final 55k, the man out in front from Burgos, maybe eyeing the most combative rider, held a lead of 45 seconds, but it was always in sight. Also, one of the local fans was out for a spin as well. There was a small uncategorised climb with around 48 k's to go, and this was there. Fernandez finally gave up the ghost, a brave effort in front, but it was absorbed by the peloton as they passed through the feed zone, making sure they were fuelled and hydrated for the run-in to the line. Next up, though, was the bonus sprint with around 34 k's to go. It was Lidl Trek who set up perfectly Mads Pedersen to take the 20 points. It was Ethan Vernon in second, but a mightily strong performance from the Dane to take maximum points. First 5 took points across the line, but it was Pedersen, followed by Vernon, and then Jake Stewart in third, and Giulio Ciccone making an appearance there in green in fourth place. There was another counter-attack with just over 30 k's to go from the French time trial champion Bruno Amirai of Decathlon. There's confirmation of the points through the intermediate sprint. Ciccone still in green, but of course the finish still to come. The French TT champ Amirai built up a lead of around 45 seconds, but eventually, with just over 15 kilometres to go and looking calm and relaxed, he was absorbed by the peloton as the fight for positioning ensued on the wide open roads heading towards Voiron. There was a crash heading towards the finish. A pinch point saw Jay Vine take a tumble, also in the mix, and taking a slightly harder fall was IPT's George Bennett. Took a little bit of time for the man from New Zealand to get back up, and then heading in towards the finish, a couple of riders, well, one rider in particular, jumped onto the pavement. There was a few shoulders rubbing, a very technical run into the line, but it was going to be an absolute barnstormer of a finish.
And it's Alpecin de Koenig who positioned this beautifully. Philipsen is ready to go. Sits on the wheel. He's being led out, but Vernon's down his birthday as well. Not far away is Turner. Vernon trying to go. He waits. They hesitate. Up the road, 75, 175 to go. It's now Philipsen at the front, but look at Turner. Look at Turner. Turner's there. He's challenging. He might beat them. He has beat them. Oh my word. Take a look at that. He's been threatening. He's been close. He's finally got his big moment on a Grand Tour.
Ben Turner delighted with that win, his first win in the Grand Tour, congratulated there by his former teammate Tom Pidcock. Absolute delight from the man from Doncaster. And here's that sprint again. So strong, picked the right line, had the power to deliver on the slight uphill drag to the line And once he opened up those taps, there was nothing anybody could do about it, passing fellow Briton Ethan Vernon, and in his wake as well, one of the fastest men, if not the fastest man on the planet, Jasper Philipsen. And there it is, both arms in the air, 3/4 of a length in it. Ben Turner takes his first win in a Grand Tour. He's won in Poland recently, a couple of podiums there, but who would have expected him to win in such style? An emphatic win by the man from the Ineos Grenadiers. They've won stages in every Grand Tour so far this year now. Turner points to his jersey, and then a cathartic roar. That's what it means to win a stage in a Grand Tour. So Ben Turner took the win ahead of Jasper Philipsen, Edward Planckaert in third, then Vernon, Biermans, Pedersen, Christian, Ola, Silva and Burati.
I do anything to race these races, and it's just a crazy feeling, and I was devastated on the first sprint when my chain came off, and I really believed in myself today. I felt really good all day, and I don't know what to say. Just thank you to the boys. I mean, I just such a good atmosphere this race, and it's just been amazing, all of them, and just the last few weeks has been incredible, and also what all the boys did today, and Kwiato, just unbelievable in Poland and here, and for sure all the results I had the last weeks wouldn't be without him, so it's just amazing, yeah.
An emotional win there from Ben Turner, but there was a change in the leadership of the race. David Gaudu moving into the red jersey ahead of Jonas Vingegaard and Giulio Ciccone, courtesy of countback on stage placings. A big day for the Frenchman. Never led a Grand Tour in his life. 3 stage wins in the Vuelta now over the last few years, including yesterday, but now his turn in red. Also a change in the leadership of the green jersey points competition. Mads Pedersen taking the lead from Ethan Vernon by 2 points. Philipsen there in third. Ciccone, the previous leader, in fourth. No stage wins so far in this race from Mads Pedersen, but smiles all round, and who would bet against him winning deeper into this race? Also a change in the King of the Mountains. Joel Nicolau of Carroral moving into the lead as the race moves onto Spanish soil for the first time. Carroral will be certainly very happy with that. A day out in the breakaway, and the reward, the polka dot jersey. So let's have a look ahead to stage 5, a team time trial, starting and finishing in Figueras, 24.1 kilometres long. Not too much elevation at all, 85 metres in total. This should be an absolute thriller, a real fine art, and a discipline you do not want to miss. That is for sure. Will there be a change in leadership? Stay tuned on TNT to find out.